Hey y'all, it is Martha here, and I wanted to show you how I made a little mixed media art journal from the masterboards that I created. Maybe you saw my videos where I participated in hashtag Give a Scrap, hosted by the Traveling Crafter. I showed in my video a bunch of things, how I did my masterboards, and like I had some 12 by 12s that I did on some scrapbook paper that I didn't want to use for anything else because the pattern was too big, I thought, and I used some calendar pages, etc., etc. Well, I wound up with several masterboards. I can't think right now, about 8 I can think, maybe, or 10, something like that, of the 12 by 12s. But anyway, I made this little mixed media art journal, and before I show it to you, let me say it's not an original idea. I got it from a lady on YouTube called her channel is called Made by Martha. I know, ironic, huh? But she does mixed media and junk journals, and I just started watching her channel, and so far I really like it. And she got the idea from some other channel. So, it's not an original idea, and I've seen other artists make these no-sew journals too, but I thought mine was different in that I already had my masterboards made, and they were used mainly with scrapbook paper and stickers and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. She painted hers. So I'm doing mine a little different. So what I did was I cut my masterboards in half so that they would look like this. And so I made this little, and I added this cover because I didn't want the back side to show. And I thought this would make a nice cover, and I could paint it or collage on it or whatever I wanted to do. But so I could call this done if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I went ahead, and so I can gesso in here, I could put paint in here, I could do whatever I want in here, stencil, ink, sprays, whatever. And no, my pages are not exactly perfect because my masterboards weren't exactly perfect, so I just went with it. And see, that one even is kind of upside down, but I don't think it's gonna matter because at the time I get done doing stuff in here, it's gonna look completely different. So like I said, I made this out of scraps and die cuts and chipboard pieces that I had laying around. They got mixed up and not put away, and so I just wanted to use them up. And so there's all kinds of stuff here, even printouts that I didn't use up. And so that's what I'm going to show you how to make. And I think I'll come back in part 2 and we will do the covers together or something like that, and maybe some of the pages in another video. But like I said, I just cut these in half. Now they're kind of thick, so you're really going to have to play with them to get them to fold. And so what I was doing was just kind of smashing them down, and then I have a bone folder here to further mash them down. And see, it's still not straight completely, and I can just go with it, or I can cut it off if I want to. So I think I'm just going to go with it. Now don't worry about this paper that cracks, because as you can see here, I put some masking tape on there and glued it down. Actually, it's 2 layers because you can still see through it, and you can use whatever you want. You can use cloth, you can use scrapbook paper, you can use duct tape, whatever you want to cover your spine, or you don't have to cover it at all if you don't want to. And my front and back cover are watercolor paper, but you could also use any paper you wanted, you know. Watercolor paper, scrapbook paper, cloth if you wanted to. So let me go ahead and get these folded. Now, I glued my pages together originally with a glue stick and some art glitter glue to give it a little strength. Boy, these pages are really crooked. This other one was not this bad, I don't think. But I have heated up my glue stick. I thought it might go faster. I don't have any idea if it will last, but they can always be glued back together, I guess. Okay, that one was pretty easy. And I could have made, you can make as many pages as you want in yours if you're going to make one, but I just kind of didn't want it to get too thick. So I decided to just go ahead and make, now see, that's going to be hard to fold because that's a piece of chipboard there, but we're going to give it a shot. Just give it, kind of take the ball, the side of your fist and punch it down a little bit. And this one also has some chipboard, so it's going to be another hard one. And excuse me if you hear a lot of noise. I have a couple of fans going. It's probably my first day turning the air conditioner on this year, but I don't like to have it on when I'm doing videos because I'm right next to it and it is really loud. So I try to avoid that if I can. Okay, one more here, I think. So this is actually, this is this is going to be three. It was three master boards, this one, and I guess the other one. So I had about 6 master boards originally. And then I just cut them all in half. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get this one a little bit more even. Okay, now let me see if there's a certain order I want to put them in. Last time I put them in the order that the smallest one was in the middle. These seem to be, well, that one's a little smaller. And the reason they're different sizes is because my cutting skills leave a lot to be desired sometimes. So this one, these two in the back are the biggest, I think. But I'm not going to bother cutting them, I don't think. So I have a glue stick here. I mean a hot glue gun going, but I might change back to my glue stick and my art glitter glue, because if I don't think it's going to work, if it doesn't work well for me, I will reevaluate. Alright, so what you do is, I'm going to call this my insides because it has all the different in it. I could actually use this side if I wanted to. And so I'm going to take them and glue them together like this. So let me try it with the glue gun and see how it goes. Just be careful and don't burn your hand. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put a clip on here and kind of hold it together. Yeah, I'm just concerned it's not going to stick, and I'm just doing it for the video's sake, really. So now I'm going to put some on this side. And I thought I had some glue sticks out already, just in case I need it. Okay. Now, I just thought it'd be, I didn't know what I was going to do with these master boards, but when I watched her video, I thought, well, let's try to do it that way and see what I come up with, and then I will have myself a couple of little mixed media art journals to play with. And they won't be too big. Hers is a different size because she used, I think she used some kind of art paper that she had. I'm kind of clipping these together. I don't know that it's necessary with this kind of glue. I found it necessary with my other glues that I used in my prototype. It kind of helped things lay down a lot better. This is going a lot faster. That's why I wanted to do the glue gun. And yeah, but I'm getting it crooked, so I need to watch it here. I'm really getting the spine out of whack, so see if I can manipulate it a little here. Yeah, I guess I should have been watching that, huh? Alright, I guess that's not too bad. I might cut this long piece off. Alright, now let's do this one and try to get it more even. Okay, I'm going to trim this little piece off here in the middle with my guillotine, if I can get it to cut it. There, that's a little better. Alright, let me see if I can find a couple of pieces of good paper here. I should have done this ahead of time, but sometimes you just don't think of everything when you're making a video. I'm going to try my best not to edit, but we'll see. So I'm just making it slightly like 6 1/4. It's less than 6 1/4. I just want there to be plenty of overhang because, you know, it's kind of wonky already. And so, I don't know if I have enough glue in. I don't have enough glue left, and I don't have a glue stick handy, so I'm going to show you the way I did the first one, all of the pages. I just went around it all over with the glue stick on the edges too. And then I did the same on the paper. And then just to give it a little something extra, I put some glue stick. Now, I can't talk. Some art glitter glue, just to give it a little extra strength here. And then I just glued it on top. Now this one, I'm going to go ahead and put some clamps on it so it will make good contact. Oop. And see there, it's not even at all, but I think it's a mixed media journal, so it doesn't have to be. There's going to be a lot going on in here, hopefully. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to this. Ooh, I need another glue stick. And I usually don't use a lot of glue stick, but this is a new brand that I'm trying, Avery. It seems to be a good brand when you buy office supplies, so I thought I'd try it and see if I like it and if it sticks well or not. And then if it's your own private thing, you can always go back and glue things back together if you want to. Okay. Now I'm just going to put this down here. And let's put some clamps on it as well. And there should be another one here. Here we go. Yeah, it's really wonky, y'all. Okay. Now, what I did for the I used this masking tape because it takes paint and other media really well, especially if you gesso it and have all that other good stuff on it. And matte medium. So I'm just going to put it kind of over the edge a little bit. And then I'm going to trim it. Now, I used, I don't know, I just felt more comfortable. Where'd it go? I have waylaid my Fabri-Tac here. Oh, here it is. Sorry about reaching everywhere. So I just I used Fabri-Tac for the spine. I didn't want to use Fabri-Tac for the whole thing because that's a lot of Fabri-Tac. And this stuff is expensive, you know, if you've used it. Bought it before. And I'm even going to put some up on the tape. And then I'm going to just pull it up. And so as you can see, it's not that pretty. So I'm going to do it one more time and hopefully it'll look better. And if not, hopefully my the way I decorate it will look nice. Okay, now I'm going to put some more Fabri-Tac on the tape in the spine. And I kind of push. Okay, it looks a little better. I think my first one was better though, because things weren't, I wasn't going as fast. But see, it looks, and you could also, if you're worried about it, use one of these big clips, kind of hold it together, flatten it out a little, get the glue stuck. Even on the spine, because this clip is big enough to hold. It won't hold much more, but it'll hold this much. But now this one is ready to decorate too, and let me show you. A lot of fun pages to go in and use some mixed media on. And let's see, this one is glued together pretty good. So I think I might go ahead and put a little more, put some of this Fabri-Tac in here. And I will put a clip on it. Give it a chance to set. So there you have it. I have two little mixed media art journals ready to go to start playing in, to decorate the covers and then decorate the insides. And you know what you could do if you wanted to, which I might do, because I kind of like the idea of that, gluing those together, and then you could just put more tape if you wanted to, and then you would have yourself a really big one. But I don't know, I'll have to think about that. Anyway, there you have it, how to make a mixed media art journal out of 12 by 12 inch master boards. Now you don't have to have 12 by 12. You can use any size of master board, but you're just going to have to figure out the size you want to cut and fold yourself, because I haven't done that yet, so I can't really tell you. So, but the lady Made by Martha, she does a different size. So if you're interested, I'll link her channel or that video, and then you can go check it out, and maybe you will learn something more if you would like to. She's a lot more professional than I am. So I will see y'all again soon, and we'll decorate some of these pages. All right, bye now.